Here in the workspace, we have the basic HTML structure, which we have linked the HTML file to the CSS file, and we give the website a title of Glow Muse. Here we have a folder called Images, which contains the list of images we're going to use on this website. We have a HTML file and a CSS file. Within the body tag, create a div with a class name of container. Within the container, we're going to have the header of the website. Within it, create a nav tag. Within the nav tag, create a div with a class name of logo. The logo of this website is going to have a text of Glow Muse. Below the logo, create an other list items. Give the first list item to have a text of home. Copy it and duplicate it several times. Give each list items to have a different text. This is the updated list items we have. Below the other list items, create a div with a class name of btn. Within it, create a separate div that has a class name of search. Within the search, we're going to have an image tag, and we're going to duplicate it 3 times because we're going to need 3 different images. Here we have inserted Google font link, and for the universal styling, we gave it a margin of 0, a padding of 0, and a box sizing to be border box. We gave the font family a Poppins and a second option to be Roboto. We targeted the root font size of it 62.5%, which makes one REM and one EM to be equals to 10 pixels, which helps when it comes to responsive design, and also makes the calculation much more easier. Target the first container, the entire body of the website, and give it a max weight of 1500 pixels, making the minimum width to be 100 VH. Insert a background image on it, give it a no repeat, and make it to be center, meaning the main focus of the image should be in the center. Give it a background size of cover. Insert overflow on it to be hidden, so anything that overflows out of the container to be hidden. Make it to be position of relative. Target the header of the page. Give it a weight of 100% and a height of 50 pixels. Target the navbar. Give it a padding with a 1 m and a 1.5 m from the left and right, making it to be display of flex. Align item center with a justify content to be space between. Give it a background color. Target the logo of the website. Give the logo a font size of 1.5 frame. Give it a font weight to be bold and change the color of the logo. Target on other list items. Give the list items to be display of flex and make a gap between each list items of 5 pixels. Target the LI. Take out the punches using list style of none and give the LI a padding. Target the list items itself, which are the links. Give it a text decoration of none. Because they are links, by default they have underlines in them, making the font size of it to be 1 rem, with a font weight of 600, and the text color. Give it a cursor of pointer. Target the text and give it a hover, making it a border bottom of 2 pixels solid. Now, target the .btn, the body holding the images. Give it a display of flex, a gap of 10 pixels, making the align items to be center. Now, target the search btn, which is the main body that is holding the image itself. Give it a display of flex with a gap of 10 pixels. Target the images. Give each image to have a weight of 15 pixels. Making the height also to be 15 pixels, and give it a cursor of pointer. Now, this is actually what we're having here from the browser. Here in the container, we targeted the button we just created and give it a padding of 0.8 m with a 1.2 m from the left and right. Give the button a line height of 0.5 with a background color of black, making the text color to stand out from the background with a text color of white. Give it a border of none, making the edges of it to be curved with a 5 pixel, and adding cursor pointer on it. When you hover on the button, let's make the opacity to be 0.9. This is actually what we're having here for now. In the HTML, below the ending tag of the header, create a div with a class name of inner container. Now within this inner container, we're going to have a h1. We inserted a text here. Below the h1, we're going to have a paragraph also. I inserted a text here. Below the paragraph also, we're going to have a div with a class name of inner btn, which is going to hold the two sets of buttons. Each button is going to have a different text in it. Below it also create another btn, also having a different text. In the CSS here, target the inner container. Give it a weight of 100% of the body. Give it a height of auto, and making it to be display of flex, align item center, and text align also to be center. Give it a flex direction of column because we're working on a mobile device. Give it a margin of 1em from top and bottom and 2em from the left and right. First thing now, target the h1. Give it a font size using clamp. First, the 2.5 rem stands for the lowest font size the text can go, while the 6 rem stands for the highest size it can reach. The 5 viewport weight stands for the actual size we're going to use on this screen for now. Give it a line height of 1.2, making the text color to be white. Target the paragraph below the h1. Give it a font size of 1 rem with a font weight making it to be a little bit bold of 600. Give the text color a light color, but shouldn't be equal to the h1. Give it a line height of 1.4. Target the .inner btn, the body holding the two buttons. Give it a margin, 2em from the top and bottom and 0 from the left and right. Target the button itself. Give it a display of inline flex, making it to have a padding of 0.8em from top and bottom and 1em from the left and right. Adjust the font size to 1.1 rem, giving the font weight to be 600. Make the color of the text and the background color to be white. Give it a border radius, making the edges to be a little bit curved with a 5 pixel. And take out the border using border of none and add cursor pointer on it. Give it a transition ease of 0.3 seconds, making it smooth because we're going to add hover effect on it. Give it a margin, a top, bottom, left and right space of 0.7em. Below it, use CSS nesting. Give it a hover with a scale of 1.1. Target the first button using int child and change the background color to be transparent. Make the color of the text and give the border of it to be 1 pixel solid. This is actually what we're having here. In the HTML body here, below the inner container, create a footer. Create a div with a class name of service. Below it, create a separate div with a class name of social. Hey, if you have been trying to learn web development but HTML and CSS keep confusing you, then this is for you. I have put together a complete HTML and CSS course that takes you from zero to building a real website step by step. No boring theories, just project and clear explanation. Some of the insight you will get from this course, you're going to have a clear lesson that breaks everything down for you. You're also going to work with real projects that you can actually add to your portfolio. Not just that, you're going to get tips and best practice that pro developers use. And one of the best part is you're going to get access to Code.Dev Academy Discord community, which you're going to use it to get help whenever you're stuck. So if you have been looking for one place that gives you everything to master HTML and CSS with confidence, then this course is that package. Start learning today and keep building from here. The link is in the description box. Now, within the service div, create another div and insert an image inside. After it, create a paragraph and paste a text inside. We're going to need 3 sets of these images. Now, update all images to have a different image with a different text. In the CSS here, this is actually the images we just inserted. Target the footer of the website, which is the last part of the website. Give it a weight of 100% and a padding of 1em and a 2em. Give it a display of flex. Align item center with a flex direction to be column since we're working on a mobile device. Give it a position of absolute with a bottom of 10 pixels. Now target the service, the body holding the images. Give it a display of flex, text align to be center with a gap of 20 pixels. Target the service IMG. Give it a weight of 20 pixels and a height of auto, and make the object fit to be cover. Next up is to target the paragraph. Give it a font size of 0.7 rem with a font weight of 550. Give it a line height of 1.1 with a text color of black. Give the paragraph a weight of 80 pixels. This is actually what we're having here from the browser. From the HTML here, within the social div, insert an image inside. Copy it and duplicate it 4 times. Each section is going to have a different image. Here in the CSS, let's add some styling to it. Target the social div. Give it a margin block start, which is the top margin of 5em, with a display of flex, align item center, and a gap of 20 pixels. Give it a flex wrap of wrap so that when it runs out of space, the images should wrap. Target the image itself. Give it a weight of 15 pixels and a height of auto. Object fit, make it to be cover, and add a cursor of pointer on it. This is actually what we're having here from the browser. When we increase the size of the website, now the image is zooming in and the design is changing. We're going to adjust all the design using media queries. At minimum weight of 600 pixels, let's change the design of the website. Target on other list items and give it a display of flex. But here in the browser, when we hit 600 pixels, the list items now appears. When we go below it, now it disappears. To add more styling to it, target the container. Give it another background color. So when it hits 600 pixels, the background image will change. For the background image, we first inserted the linear gradient with the aim of it having a dark layer on the image. When we hit 600 pixels, now the image changes to another image. And don't forget to add background size of cover on it. So this is actually what we're having here when you make that adjustment. Target the inner container, the body holding the content. Give it an align item of start. So this is actually what we have here when you hit 600 pixels from the content. Target the footer also, then give it align items to be start. From the footer also, this is what we're having here when you hit 600 pixels. So this is actually what everything looks at the end of the result.